Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Jenny Hall. Thanks for joining me for another card making tutorial. Today I'd like to show you a little watercolor bird that I'm pairing with some gold embossing and Color Theory Designer Series paper. To start off my project today, I'm going to stamp and heat emboss an image from Best Birds onto a piece of watercolor paper. Watercolor paper is different from regular cardstock in that it holds more fluid before it is soaked into the paper. This allows enough time to be able to get a different look when the ink meets the watercolor paper. By embossing my image onto the watercolor paper, it acts as a barrier and keeps everything inside the embossing. Watercoloring and heat embossing are a winning combination and will help you be successful in your card making project. I have a strip of vellum that I have placed another one of the stamps from Best Birds to get a bit of a, I guess it looks a little bit like a burlap. We'll call it burlap. And I've also put gold heat embossing on that. And I have a strip of old olive cardstock that I'm also using gold heat embossing for the sentiment. Here is Color Theory Designer Series paper. It will be available June 1st in the new catalog. Stampin' Up! Has used 4 companion colors and placed them together with many different looks and shades in one package of paper. By placing all of these colors together, they are showing us that we can pair these colors in a winning combination, and they have taken all of the theory of the color away from us to where it's already figured out. So to demonstrate how this works, I'm pairing 2 colors for the bird from the Color Theory paper. Crushed Curry and Berry Burst are 2 colors that I don't always see together on a bird where I live in New Jersey. However, the paper pack is telling me that these colors will work nicely together. As you can see, I am adding color directly onto the watercolor paper after it has first been wet, and these colors are blending together nicely. I'm not doing anything special to make this project a success. This is also something you can do and have success in your card making as well. Using a light hand with a little bit of ink at a time, I'm adding areas that are darker to the shaded spots of the bird. This would naturally occur under the belly, under the wing, and maybe in the neck head area. Just these 2 colors paired together in different shades diluted by the water are giving me a nice look. I'm using the piece of burlap with a stitched shape framelit die in a circle, and I've used the companion dies to Birds and Blooms to cut away the bird. Here is the paper I chose from Color Theory. It's a graduated color look. It pairs nicely with old olive cardstock, and as you can see, there are many different shades of old olive featured on this particular piece of paper. This is another clue as to the theory of color in regards to being able to match colors together. This piece of vellum is a little bit too large for the area that I would like it to be, so I'm going to trim off a portion of it and let that circle turn into a semicircle and rest up against the edge of the card. I am hiding my Stampin' Dimensional foam adhesive behind the embossing on the vellum, and this will allow those little white spots to not be seen so much on the card. The bird will rest over this area, and that will help also to hide any adhesives. Using some gold thread twisted together in a circle will help add some more dimension to this card without adding too much bulk. There's not too much happening on this card design except in one particular area, so I really wanted this area to pack a big punch. As a companion to Color Theory Designer Series paper, Stampin' Up! Has created some glitter enamel dots in the same shades and the same colors as the paper pack. Using these glitter dots will definitely be a winner as they are unusual, they have a low profile, and they have a nice tone of color. For the inside of the card, I have another piece of very vanilla cardstock. I'm using the burlap image and old olive ink to echo the front of the card. The inside of the card has more of a different look, kind of more of a shabby chic look to the inside that pairs differently from the front. Thank you for joining me for another card making tutorial. To purchase supplies, please check the video description for links or visit my blog at jennystampsup.com and click on Shop Now. Thanks for joining me for this tutorial.
Hi, my name is Trip. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.